You talk about Adam Smith in the book a lot. You know, this guy's, more than 250 years ago, about the same time as the American Republic. We're talking the same time, right? Mid-18th century.
1776 was when The Wealth of Nations was written.
There you go.
Which is, for those of your audience who don't remember, that was the year of our Declaration of Independence.
Important year. What do you think Adam Smith would make of free market liberals who use his name to justify the policies they like?
Oh, he'd be rolling over in his grave. If you read the totality of Adam Smith, yes, he talks about the invisible hand, the pursuit of self-interest leading as if by the visible hand to the well-being of society. But that's just one idea. One way of thinking about that is he was describing that as one force going on. He then went on also to say things like businessmen seldom get together, whether for merriment or whatever, without a conspiracy against the public. So he didn't think businessmen were out there to increase people's well-being, and he really worried about what we would call today anti-competitive behavior. He writes at another point that when regulation is in the favor of workers, it is almost always for the good, but not so when it's in the interest of corporations. He's very much aware how corporations capture the state and advance regulations to pursue their interests, to give them what we would today call rents, profits. But he also realizes how important it is for workers, for well-being, that their state regulate in behalf of workers. And then he goes on at another point and talks about how firms get together, as he said, almost always in secrecy, to conspire to push down the wages of workers. And I often quote that passage when talking about some of the conspiracies that went on 200 years later in Hollywood and in Silicon Valley to suppress the wages of workers. In some of the highest profit-making firms, they were working together to lower the wages of those who were generating their profits. I mean, quite unbelievable. So there was a kind of foresight that he had. Maybe it was about the basic nature of human nature and the striving for profits. But clearly, he did not believe in unfettered capitalism.
Yeah, and he makes effectively proto-trade